Hi everyone, welcome. Let me just pop out my chat here. I was busy getting everything organized and I'm not completely set up yet, so let me just do that. Hi Shadow, you cannot hop up here today, I'm sorry. Alright, no. 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 No Shadow. Okay. So today I thought we would do something a little bit different, a little bit of a gift idea perhaps, or just something that you might like to make for yourself. Hello! I'm just gonna, why is my camera so bad? Here we go. Let me just straighten it up a little bit here. Alright, I had to take my board out so I was laying flat rather than... Oh, shush. No room. Oh, bear with me a second. That would be my door. Back again. Okay, that was a package. Some Christmas presents. I think that's everything now. Right, now, let's do this, shall we? Welcome everybody. Who have we got? No, Shadow. No. Alright. Okay, no worries. Alright, who's here? Let me just check. We've got Terralyn, Abby, Tammy. Wait, no. Ev, hello. We've missed you, my darling Helen. How are you feeling? Ah, I'm just scrolling down. Shadow, you cannot sit there. Come on. Go. Go away. Go on. I'm just going to slip all over that stuff there. Alright, so today you're going to need a couple of things, which we'll go through. We're going to make these fold-out albums. Now, I've made so many of them, but it's been a long time since I've made one, so we're kind of going to wing it today. I'm pretty sure it'll come back to me pretty quickly. It happens. Oh, okay, Helen. Speedy recovery. Oh, Ev. Hi, Kira Lee. Welcome. Now, I'm not sure if this is everyone's cup of tea, and that's no problem. So, it isn't colouring related today. We're crafting. I'm not going to open these because they've got my family photos in them. We'll try and keep them kind of private. But these are ones that I've done previously. You can do them in different colours. Got this one for Ethan from 2005. Look at this little... and they're little fold-out albums, so brag books. So this is what it will look like when it's done. This actual ribbon's a little bit long, but got a cover, and when you open it, it flips open. Oh, it's upside down. That doesn't, you know, help there, but it flips open like this. And inside here, you can put photos. You can put photos in here. You can put little writing or symbols or stickers. This one's quite plain, and that's all we're going to do today. Obviously, you can do that any way you like, and you can add anything you want to it. So there's no limits. If you just know how to make this bit, the rest you can do for yourself. You can even put, make it a shaker cover and put confetti in here and have it shaky. So there's lots of different things that you can do. You can put, as I've done on this one, the stickers or the lettering stickers are underneath the plastic, so everything is underneath. It's all protected so it doesn't peel off or rub off. There. So I'm actually going to be using some things that I had lying around, so you don't need to go and buy special stuff. You should have, if you've done scrapbooking before, you'll have all of this, no problems. If not, go grab yourself a couple of cheap packs of card that you like. Plain card, some scrapbook patterned paper. I'm going to make a kitty cat one today. I've just got normal cardboard from a cardboard box for my covers, and the rest is just normal plain scrapbooking card. Now the photos in them are quite protected. I've had that since 2005, so what's that? A long time. And the photos inside are still like brand new, so they're not even like yellowed or anything like that, so very cute. So I have a tape runner or glue tape. I have double-sided tape, which is more heavy duty. Oh wait, this is one I've made, but it's slightly different. We're not going to do this today, but I just wanted to show you from the top how it looks. How cool is this? This one sits on a coffee table or something like that, and there's actually a photo in each of these little sections. It's called a carousel album. How cool is that? Anyhow, just wanted to show you. Hi Graceland, welcome. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kira Lee. I'm going to actually trim this ribbon off. It's too long. But I'm not going to do that now. Alright, let's run through what you need. So you need your tape runner, double-sided tape. You need... These are your photo backing pieces. So you'll need... I use plain, but you can use patterned paper if you want. It doesn't matter. You're going to stick a photo on top of that. So it doesn't really matter what you use. I've chosen white because I had scrap white. These 4 pieces here will be 9.5 by 9.5 centimeters. I go by centimeters, so I don't know what that is in inches or anything like that. So you'll have to do that. And also I've got 2 pieces of patterned paper the same size. So I've got 6 inserts to go inside the album. So they're smaller than the rest of the papers. So 9.5 by 9.5. So there's 6 of those. All right, then you'll need some plastic covers. Now I had some photo album protectors. So I cut those out and use those. So they go over the top of the scrapbook album pages. I just cut one of those up and to make that. You could use cellophane or something like that. You're better off using something that's not going to go yellow, so it doesn't go yellow over the front of the cover. It protects it a little bit better, so something that's acid free. Alright, so that is going to be 14 centimeters, this clear plastic cover, and also the album cover. So this part, that will also be 14 by 14, so I've got 2 covers and 2 clear plastic covers over the top and bottom. All right, so they're 14 centimeters. Are you writing this down? If not, you can watch it back. Oh, I missed Heather yesterday. I saw a little bit of her, but I didn't get to stay. I'm having some water. It's already getting warm here. I've already got a bit of a headache. Silly weather it is. All right. Then also for the covers, this is just plain cardboard. However, I just used a cardboard box. You could use, this is a paper pad that's run out. So I could actually use this card. It's nice and thick, but it's thinner than this. So you could use something like that too. So I use a lot of my scrapbook paper backings, paper pad backings and things like that for the front covers. You could also use hips, like plastic that you cut up, acrylic that you can cut up. You can use anything like that too. So these will be your front and back cover. And I've made these 11.5 centimeters square. I'm just going to check that's what I did do. It is. So I'll cut them down so they're 11.5 by 11.5. Okay, so they're the front covers. So you need 2 pieces of heavy cardboard for those. Any questions so far? Now these are scrap paper I had sitting around as well, and these two are slightly different coloured, which is a bit of a bummer. They're supposed to be the same colour, but anyway, you won't notice it. I have 3 pieces of card. Now you can have them all, this is just scrapbook cardstock, so it's quite thick. It's not the thin normal paper. You want it a little bit thicker so when you're folding it and things like that, you're not going to rip it or tear it. Over time, because you are bending the paper into that folded thing here, you want to make sure that this is not going to rip or break. You want to make sure it's quite sturdy. Actually, I just got water on that. Bummer. I think that's actually thinner than this. Yeah, it is. Anyway, this is nice thick stuff. This is a little bit thinner. So you want to go fairly thick. Alright. So 3 of those. You can make them all the same color. You can, I would tend to go with 2 of one color and 1 of another, make them complementary, or, you know, have them so that they match, so then it doesn't look quite so weird. Because you're folding the paper over itself, you'll be able to see the lighter color I'm going to use in the middle, which means that I'll only be able to see that part and that part in the middle. So those 2 pieces will be different colored. That's kind of how it works. So you want to make sure you put your lighter color or your odd color in the middle, or have them all the same. Okay, so these need to be at least 21 centimeters, 21.5 centimeters each, so square. So they're exactly the same size. Hi Sherry, welcome. Oh. Alright, so any other questions or any questions before we start? I also need some ribbon. Ribbon, how much you need will depend on you, so I can't give you an exact size, and I'll show you what I usually do when we get to that bit. So let's do it, shall we? Alright, let me just move everything. I'm going to start with these parts. And I'm actually going to put a board underneath me, I think. You shush. You shush. Just so when I fold, it's nice and firm. First of all, we're going to fold it in half. What? Easy to do. Nice and lined up. Fold it in half. You want to get a nice firm line. You could use a bone folder or something like that, or fingernail. I don't know. You just want it to be nice and sharp. Unfolding it. We're going to do it the other way. Nice and even. Hi, Emily. Okay, and then we're going to fold it. Oh. Okay, as I said, it's been a while since I made one of these, so this is going to be interesting. In one direction diagonally. Got to remember what I'm doing here. Just like that. So you've got a diagonal fold and 2 square folds. Okay, you want to do that on all of the paper. So let's go ahead and do that. I have no idea what you're saying you want to make. Paper snowflakes. Oh, okay. I've been researching cross-stitching. I'm trying to learn how to make it nice and neat. And that's been interesting. Hi Annie, welcome. Alright, so there's my half and half. And now I want to go one diagonal fold. Okay, and then my last piece. Now we're making one of these today, for those that are just coming in. It's a photo album. And it's good because it's a good size to put in your purse, or your handbag. So if you want your grandkids to show off your grandkids, what a great way to do that, or your pets. Or your kids, of course. Now, it feels like this bit of paper is thinner than the others, but it should not make a difference because this will be my middle folding piece anyway. You just want to make sure it's proper card and not just thin scrapbook paper. You also don't want it too thick that you can't fold it either. You know, if you're having trouble folding it, that it's too thick. Yonkies ago, I used to do scrapbook workshops with a group of ladies, and I used to sell scrapbook materials, so that was a long time ago now. Ethan was a baby. Alright, for now we're just going to leave that. We're going to move to our cardboard covers. We're going to cover the piece of card. I actually think that that's not going to cover it very well, but I think it might be a little bit too small. Let's do it. I'm going to use my tape. I'm just going to cover it. Best I can. I've got all the cat hair already sitting around. Annoying. Surely came up here for a second. Get in my way. I'm just going to fold these over nice and neatly. It wasn't quite even, but we get the idea. Alright. that's a cover. Now, before you wrap it with plastic, if you want to put any writing or stickers or anything on like that, do that now. So before you cover it with your plastic piece of paper, which has also got cat hair all over it. Lucky it's a cat one. Lucky I decided to do a cat brag book. And we're going to cover over with the plastic. I'm going to do the same thing, except this time make sure I do it up the right way, otherwise I'll lose it. This time I'm just going to come in a little bit, not quite on the edge with the tape, just so that, because that bit will actually be showing. So I didn't go right to the edge, I kind of went over the paper and the card there on the edge of it. I'm going to do both sides. See, that one's a little bit short, but that's alright. We'll just come in a little bit. Come on. It's not a very good tape runner. I'm yet to find one that I really like. Alright. That, and I'm just going to fold those corners in so that they, it's hard to see because it's clear, but I'm just going to fold them in like that. There's no tape on that one. Just pushing the corner in to make a little bit of a pocket there. Just folded it nice and neatly. So it's nice and neat on all of those edges. Take a little bit of tape there to fold that in. And that's our cover. Through your cat hair. I know, right? Hi, Ellie. I had to take my gel polish off, and my nails are quite thin because it peeled off. Anyway, next cover. Dear me. I'll try and get this on a little bit more even. I'm going to actually put the tape on the actual cardboard and just try and line this one up a little bit better. I didn't line the other one up very well, you know. It looks a little better. It'll do. Oh, see, that's what happens. You go upside down and it doesn't work right. Yeah, anyway. If anyone's got a better tape runner, tell me. Tell me. Tell me, tell me. Square those off first. Hi, Loretta. All right. Really? Do it. Lucky Lucia went and got me these yesterday. Folding them in, making them nice and neat. Alright, adding a plastic. Getting Yeah, fairly even there. I'm just going to do, remember I don't want to go all the way up to the top, I just want to come down here a little bit. So I'm just going to tape across here. Welcome back, Ev. Oh no! Oh, is it Annie? I don't, it's not the actual, it's not the tape that I don't like, it's the, it's the actual, how it goes on that I don't like. I really like, this is really sticky, I love it, but I need something that's a little bit easier to use. Just doing my little corners. I need a little bit of tape there. Hold that one. Sometimes the tape sticks out, you don't need to add a little bit in the corner, but sometimes it doesn't. Alright, then we want to do the same thing with all of those edges as well. Just coming in and take down. If there's any sticky left, it doesn't matter because we're going to be sticking the cover onto the fronts of these. So we'll be covering a lot of that up. You kind of want to make sure, look at that cat hair again. You want to make sure that your products are acid free though, because it will go yellow if it's not. So basically this will be sitting on the front of that, so you're only going to be able to see the edges, not the cardboard section. So you want to make sure you've got plenty to cover that section. Alright, so that's our two covers done. Done and done. Remember, if you wanted to put confetti or sparkles in there, you've got to do that. You'd place it down first on your plastic, cover it over and then wrap it. Also, if you want to put writing and things like that on it, dates, names, things like that, you do that before you add your covers on. Alright, so they're the covers. So I'm just going to leave them up that way because they're still sticky. Okay, now I think we're pretty much ready to stick it together. Yeah. Alright, so I want this to be my middle piece. And we're going to create this fold section here now. Well, I'm going to try to. I'm laughing because I'm going to try to. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm actually going to turn them on an angle, so diamond shapes. So once I stick it together, that's what it will look like. So this one's all one color, so you can't see, there's no difference in color, it's kind of blended in, which is nice. That's nice. I like that too, but I had scrap paper, so this is it. Okay, we want to stick this piece onto this piece, so the square onto the square. So we'll have 3 diamonds lined up. If you want this whole middle piece, you don't want to cover that, you can do it the opposite way. So you can do it that way if you would prefer that whole color in the middle and those on the edges. It's up to you. So you can do it that way or you can do it that way. It honestly does not matter. Either way is fine. I'm just going to do it that way. I think it looks kind of cool. So let's tape. Line it up really carefully so each square sits in the square. Done. Alright, this one. bit of an angle then. Okay, and then we're just going to get that out of my way. Line this up. I'm having trouble seeing the line there. There it is. Now what? What goes next? We need to fold it. Alright, this is where I'm going to be winging it a little bit because I got to remember how it works. So what we actually want is when we pop it out, these 4 pieces here will be completely flat, and we'll have these little edge pieces which sort of fold inwards. So this one here, we're going to fold in like that, and this one here we're going to fold in like that. Okay, did you see what I did? So I grabbed this, the 2 top corners, and I've pulled them in towards each other, and then I'm just going to flatten that out. Okay, alright, we're going to do the same here. So we're going to grab this top corner and this top corner, and we're going to bend them in. Bend that in, and we're going to flatten this down. Because we've already pre-folded it, it should come together quite well. Come on. And we're just going to flatten it out. So there are 2 first folded sections. So if I grab the one that's already done, I'm going to fold these in, bring them down, flat, fold them in, bring them down and flat. So that's what it would look like. Alright, so here we want to fold these middle sections down and in. So these sections, we want to fold, we want to push them down. So we're making a bit of a V or a cup shape there. Does that make sense? So we're pushing that down in there. So it's hiding now. And this one we're going to do the same thing. We're going to push that down along the crease so it doesn't bend there. Just like that. And then we're going to flatten it all out. There we go. You might need to do it a few times to get it all nice and done. You can fold it with your... Mine's a little bit off square, but it won't matter. Okay. Do you want me to do it again, or are you right? I'll do it again, just so we can see it. Alright, so that's them stuck together. So the first one, we just grab those and bring them together and flat. We grab those, bring them together, and then lay them flat. And then these pieces we push backwards down. That one's already doing it, but yeah, and that's it, done. Okay, so now we're gonna we're gonna add the color. Okay, so we're gonna add the details on there. So I've got my pre-cut squares. I'm going to place a white one in each of these ones because this is where my photos are going to go. You could use the coloured ones as your photo base if you want. It's up to you. You could do two paw print ones there and 2 coloured ones there. It's up to you, whatever you want. This part, the decorating part, is up to you. Alright, I'm going to use these as a little bit of a decoration like on this one. So just in the middle part there. And I think I might do, don't know, we'll have a play. Let's stick these on first. I'm quite happy with that. I want them. So I'm just going to center all of those. Now this was scrap card, so it's got muck on it, so I'm going to make sure that one goes down. And I'm just going to center it as much as I can, just by eye. You don't need to measure it. Unless you're one of those people that does, that's fine too. I do find decorating before you put the covers on is much easier, because once you put the covers on, they're kind of bulky and it's hard to write and things like that with them on. So make sure you decorate it first. You can put your photos in. If you're giving it as a gift, just as a blank album, you don't need to do anything. When you give it to somebody, we did this one year for teachers, all the teachers' gifts. We made a whole heap of them up, and the kids gave them as presents. And all that you would need to do is say, this is your photo. You just cut your photo out to fit into there with a bit of a frame. And this one. So they're the photo sections. Now in some cases you can split a photo, so if you want to put photos in these sections as well, you can do that. You don't have to leave these blank. You can just cut a photo and put it in there. You could also put one of these in there as a photo backing as well if you wanted to put a photo there. It's up to you. You can do what you want. There's no, you know, we've done the main bit. All you need to do now is decorate in your own way. Okay. Okay, we're going to cut these in half. Where's my trimmer? I'll just move that out of the way a bit. I'm just going to cut these down diagonally. Down. Like that. Oh, Tara Lynn, thank you. Mwah! Hugs for you. Cuteness. Okay. I'm gonna put, I think like that. I liked that. That looks cool. And maybe one there and one there. How's that look? Let's do that. Okay. I quite like this colour combination. That came out quite good. Just try and get a little bit of tape in those edges as well. Get it fairly square if I can. I'm going to turn it up a little and do these ones. It's really, if you could try, But I don't know, I've never tried it with more than 3 pages. It's more of a brag book, so you got to try and fit what you can. You don't want it too thick, otherwise it's going to not be portable. You want it to be portable. I mean, you could give it a go, but I don't know how to fold it, how you would fold it. You could do 2 of these. So make one, push it together, make another one, and then stick them together. I think that would work. Does that make sense? So I've made one section. I go and make another one exactly like this. Should we test it? I'm happy to test it. I've got plenty of time. You know, this is nearly done, so we can test it. We can do 2. I don't know if I haven't got the same coloured paper though. That's my problem. So I've made this one. I believe that if we stuck another one here, we'd have one coming out there and one coming out here. I think that would work. Yeah. So just create them in 3s, fold them in 3s, and then stick them together. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't think you could do that. It wouldn't work. Because I don't think... Oh, let's test it. Let's test it. Problem is I don't have any more of that colour. I'm actually not going to... I'll temporarily stick it and we'll see how it looks. I've got a red piece here. Just for Ev, we'll see if we can adjust it. Alright? Let's have a play here. And just trim this to the right size. No, don't worry about it. I'm not going to stick it permanently. We'll just play with it and see if we can get it to work. Ah, making noises over here. Whoop. It didn't fold very neat then. Fold it. So we're going to do a quick test on an alteration for Ev. Hi, Linda. Alright, let's do that exactly the same. Okay, now as I said, we're just going to test. So let me just fold that up there. I'm going to temporarily stick this here with some temporary tape. Hang on, let me grab it. I can use it for another thing later on too. So let me just put some... I've got the temporary glue dots one. I really like this one. It's pretty good. I'm just going to pop one little bit of tape there. Let's line this up. Just pretend this is the same color. Just testing here. Okay, let's just lay that down. Oh, hang on. That might not have been enough tape. Okay, well, that one folds in. This one would need to fold. No, I need more tape. Hang on. Let me just do this. I'm gonna do it. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, so we've done that, we've done that, we've done that, we've done that. Let's fold this one down. So we fold this one outwards. So go down. Turn it upside down and do it. So we're going to fold that one into there. Why is it not folding? And that one into there. Did we see what I did? So that's stuck on the back there. I've just folded that in and in like that. Okay, let's see how that works. It's a little bit awkward, but I think it would work. If the tape would stick properly, I think we could do it. I think it works. The only thing is it doesn't actually, this one opens the wrong way. So maybe we do need to fold it in that way. Excuse me for a moment. Playing, testing. I'm really getting sick of that. I don't want to use the tape because it'll stick permanently and it'll be a pain in the butt. Let's try doing it inwards and see if that works better. So in and flat. It's not going to because it's not going to work. We can't do it. It has to go outwards. Okay. Otherwise, because we've got the pieces of card here in the middle, we had to put some at the back. So it has to go to the back if you're going to do it. No, it doesn't want to do it at all. And it's going to be slightly different because you're opening it on a slightly different angle. But Ev, I do think that you could do it. But you'd have to fold it backwards like this one. It has to be even. So one folds in, one folds out, one folds in, one folds out. Okay. It does work. It's just not as neat. So then you'd have your extra picture. No, it's not going to work. You can't do it. Sorry. You need to do 3. You'd have to do 3 across. So you'd have to do 6 altogether. And then you'd have just extras with them together and stuff. Or you can make them 1 each. Hi, Marilyn. All right, so we'll just do folding again. I can make another one here if you guys are still confused. I just need to get my card out, which I have no idea where it is, so that will be fun. But anyway, as I said, these were just lying around. I had scrap already out. Okay, done. Now, these are our 2 front cover ends, here and here. Okay, so that's your opening edge, and these are your front cover sides. So we want to put the front cover on and the back cover on, and we've got to put our ribbon on as well. Okay, this is where we need the heavier duty double-sided tape, because this is a lot more. We've got to put ribbon in here, and we've also got to stick this to it. So I want it to stick really, really well. You're lost. How are you lost? You'll have to go back and have a look. Or we can do another one, but I'd have to make it probably with plain paper because I don't have, unless I get someone in here to help me pull out my paper. Alright, so first of all we'll do the back cover. We want enough ribbon we want enough ribbon to go securely in there, and this is the only ribbon I could find that would actually suit the colours that I picked, but anyway, you want enough ribbon to be able to tie a nice bow around the whole lot. So I'm just going to tie a bit of a bow and then trim it off there. Okay, so that's enough ribbon to cover the whole lot. So let's do the back cover first. I'm going to just fold it in half so it's equal. So that's the full length, and I folded it in half. I'm going to grab a little bit of double-sided tape. As I said, you want more heavy duty here because you're going to be sticking a few things together. And I'm just going to tape across the middle. I'm going to place the center in roughly the center, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to double side all around the edges. We're going to bring it a little bit down into the edge. We don't want to do it right to the edge, as I said earlier. You'll be able to see it otherwise. So I'm just coming in a little bit from the edge, coming over the top of the ribbon that will hold it down a little bit more. Now I've lost the end of my double-sided tape. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. And of course I made that one too short, didn't I? It's all good. I'll just place another bit there. No problemo. This stuff's really sticky. This is the Express It one. You can get it in different sizes, which is really cool. And you know what? I probably could have measured it and made it all look, you know, fancy and measured and whatever, but look, in reality, does that ever happen? Just gonna peel that off. Okay, so make sure you've got your opening in that direction. We'll probably put it down like that. You can put it down or up, it doesn't really matter, to be honest, but you want to try and get this on here fairly even if you can. And there's my back cover, ribbon and all. Double-sided tape, and we're going to do the same thing and place our cover on the top. And this time I'm actually going to do it on here because it's easier to see. I don't know, I just had one of those blindness moments where everything was just not where it was meant to be. Oh no, that's no good. It's not ripping very evenly. And we're going to go Alright, take all the cover off. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have to use it open like that to see roughly where I'm putting it. That's the front cover done, so it should look like that. So we tied in a bow. And there's our little book. It's not a very neat bow, but we get the idea. Open. And all your photos. Oh, look, it's all by eye. It's not like measured. I find that measured ends up not working well. I just do it by eye. Done. And then I'm just going to stick in my little photos of shadow all along here. I also might stick some stuff in here and in here. But how cute is that? So it's now a little kitty brag book. For my beautiful little kitty. Or dog. It's paw print, so it could be doggy too. Put some Narre and shadow photos in there. I think that would come out really cute. I'm just going to trim these edges. You can use a little bit of that hemming glue stuff to stop it from fraying. Awesome. So do you want me to just run through it again? What you need? So you need 2 cover pieces of paper. So that's the colored ones here at 14 centimeters, and the cover plastic at the same size, 2 of those as well. You need 3 of the bigger pieces, so 3 21 centimeter squares, 21.5 centimeters, I'm sorry, I just said that wrong. 3 of those. You need 6 squares of 9.5 centimeters. So these ones here are 9.5, these were 9.5. So I did 4 plain and I did 2 coloured, or you could do the opposite way. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. But they were 9.5 centimetres. And the front cover cardboard was 11.5 centimetres. So, and my ribbon was roughly, I measure it for you. My piece of ribbon was roughly 80 centimeters long, roughly, give or take. Now, I still have an hour. I can try to make another one. I can see if I have enough stuff to do another one. I don't think I have any other hard card though. I need to open up my other box. Isn't that cute? So this is the one. This one's way too long too. I need to trim off the ends of this. that needs to be trimmed. They're too long. So there's a swimming one that I did. And I did this pretty one for Father's Day. It's got Father's Day photos in it. Again, I can't show you because it's got their photos in it. And I don't think I'm allowed to. I think if I showed kids photos, I have to mark it as something to do with kids. But anyway. Hi Raya, welcome. Hi Megan, welcome. Does anyone want, do you want me to do it again? Do you want me to try and make another one? So I can do it from scratch. You know what? I've got one piece of card here. I can make a Christmas one and we can use Christmas paper. You could do red and white. Oh, actually, I'm not sure that paste paper might not be big enough. Oh, it is just good. Just not. It's not big enough. I need white paper. Well, that's sucky, isn't it? It's too small. Give me a sec. Be right back, guys. Alright, I found some stuff. I found this paper. I've only got a little bit left, so not quite enough to wrap a whole, maybe a whole present, but we'll use some of this. There's our cover. And I've got some more of this red paper, so let's use the red. And we'll use the white for the inserts. Let's put white. Okay. We're going to start from scratch, Linda, so you'll be able to see what we were doing. Okay. This is going to have to be our one of our top or edge bits because it's already got glue on it. You can, that's right. Alright, so I've got 3 pieces of paper. This paper is I think it's 11 by 12. Let me just look. 10 by 12. So that's 10 by 12, that paper. This is just A4 paper because that's all I had. Alright, we're going to cut these first. You can use, depending on if you've got other projects. Oh, actually, I don't want to use that one. I'll use that for my cardboard in a sec. Excuse me. We want this one. Having a moment. I usually do the length off first, but if you want to use the bottom, like have that thicker, you could do the width first. It's up to you. So if you want to use the bottom for another card or something else, you can make it so it's a bit longer there by doing that first. It's up to you, whichever way, and then I could use that later on for something else. So first of all, I'm cutting them to 21.5 by 21.5, which actually works out, I think it's 8, yeah, it works out to be 8.5 inches. The trimmer didn't cut that properly then. He's cute. Okay, so we've got our 3 main pieces of paper. I need to cut, let's just shrink that a bit, 4 pieces of card for my middle section. So they're 9.5 centimeters. Nine and a half centimeters is, I don't know, roughly 3 3/4 inches. Nine and a half. I should get 2 out of each thing, roughly. 9.5 and 9.5. I need 2 more. Nine and a half. Just getting rid of all my scraps too, so they're out of the way. So there's my 4 main inserts. And then I want to do my front cover. I already have some plastic cut up. The plastic covers were 14 by 14. So they're done. I need some card, so that's what I was going to use the other trimmer for, so I'll grab that in a sec. What's next? Wrapping paper. I'm just going to trim some off with my scissors first. Otherwise, it's a massive piece. It's been sitting in my cupboard, so it's a bit dinted. I'm just going to trim the edge off first so it's nice and neat. Alright. First of all, I'm going to do my 14 centimeter covers. You know what, I might make them a little bit bigger this time. Let's go 14 and a half. By 14 and a half. There's my first front cover, or my first back cover, whichever I choose to do. No. I'm not going to. If I was going to make it bigger, I would make two and put them together. I don't have enough paper to do it today, though, unfortunately. Wait, 14 and a half we're doing it, aren't we? Okay, so there's my two front covers, and I need some decoration for inside, so I'm going to do white. I don't know why that did that, but anyway, this side is more even. Or not. I don't know what happened there. Not to worry. I'm just going to trim that edge. Make it straight. I had no straight edges, so I've just created some. Rubbish. Okay, let's try that again. So this one was 9.5. We need 2 more for the middle insert. So actually I might do 4 middle inserts maybe. So 9.5, 9.5. Straight edge. Nine and a half. Nine and a half. Okay, so this time I did 4 of my middle inserts of the decorative paper, and I've got 4 plain middle inserts as well. I've got my 2 front covers at 14 centimeters, or 14 and a half we made them, and I've got 2 covers at 14. I've got my middle main folded pieces there, 3 of those at 21 and a half. And I need my cardboard. So I'm actually going to use my, what is this called? My watercolor pad paper. I'm just going to rip the cover off it. Trimmer. It's thick. I'm going to go 11.5 centimeters, which is about 4.5 inches. Come on, you can do it. Sorry about the noise. Again. This is really old. Look at the sun's done to it. 1 and 2. So that was just the backing piece of cardboard on a pad of paper, on my watercolor paper that I've already finished and used. This paper trimmer, this is the all-in-one. It does let me just grab a scrap piece of paper. It's got like a folder, so if you want to fold a line at a certain thing, you can just run that down like that, and then you actually can just fold that card then. Flatten it out. It's got magnets in here as well to hold the paper on the board, so it doesn't move. It's pretty groovy. It's got like a corner trimmer here. You put your paper in the bottom here. This is an envelope one, this one. Cuts out the edge of an envelope so you can fold an envelope up. It's also got a corner trimmer as well, so you can round off your corner so it's round, and you can make holes with it as well. It's pretty groovy. Just got all of the trimmings underneath there to pull out. Also, there's these little things on here. You can make pom-poms and things from by using these little things that stick in the end of it. You can also make the envelope. There's an envelope template on it too, so you can actually make, if I can get it out, envelopes. You got to cut them to a certain size. There's a whole book on it. It is pretty cool. I like it. But I found that when I got it, the blade's actually a little bit blunt, I found. I don't know. Linda's got one too, Linda. But I found the blade was already blunt. Like, it's not very sharp. I don't know. There's also a little thing here for stamping as well, which I don't need. But anyway, it is a cool trimmer. It does a lot of things. Okay, so I'm just going to stick all my bits back in it, otherwise I'll lose them all. Your blade was sharp. Oh, mine definitely wasn't. All right, so we did this one before because we were testing it out to add an extra page. So we've already folded that. Okay, wait, is that everything I need? And ribbon. A ribbon. Okay, so we're going to fold all the pages the same first. So folding it in half first. It actually gets quite quick when you've made, my sister and I made quite a few of them and sold them at a market once, years and years and years ago when you're first starting out trying craft markets and stuff. That's what we did. So that was in half, then opened, and then in half again. And now I'm going to go one way diagonally. And that's it. Just going to put that aside and do the next one. Fold it in half. fold it in half. And then just folding it in half diagonally one way. So we've got our 3 pieces. Okay, so now we need to stick them together. So I'm going to stick them, I think we might stick them on top this time. So just like that. So I've got my tip. So this is one of the squares. We're not doing, so we're leaving the diagonal folded piece there, but we're going to put some tape on one of these squares. So I'm going to go down there. Let me see if I can find the link for you. Give me a sec. This is what it's got. This is all the things it makes: envelopes, tabs, tags, bows, pom-poms, tassels. Lots of different things you can make with it, and this is a book that comes with it, so it tells you what to do for each project in there. Excuse me, getting my keyboard out here. Let me get you a link. Ah, here we go. First one off the bat. Yep, that's it, Amazon. It is available. Okay, nearly stuck that to it. First of all, so we've got a square and a square. We're going to line those squares up and stick them together. Now just remember there's already a little bit of sticky on the back of this one because I did the temporary stuff there. One. And this one here, I'm going to put some tape on. Really? Does not like me. Yeah, Linda, of course. Alright, I can't believe you didn't get one with it. That's weird. Here in the box with mine. I'm going to line up. So this is the, so we're still keeping them like a diamond shape. We're going to put those 2 squares together. So this one's going on the bottom and this one's coming on the top. I just have to turn it so I can line it up a little bit easier. And of course for this one I haven't folded that very strong, so I couldn't see the fold mark there. It's the only thing when you're using all the same colour paper too. That Either way you use it. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's put in our little trimmings. So I've got my 4 main ones here. So let's stick them on. I'm just going to try to center them as much as I can. Again, I'm just doing it by eye and it really won't matter, because it's kind of on a bit of an angle anyway, and you're going to have photos on there. People will be looking at the photos. Marilyn. It's just gone in the kids' craft room. Now I need a new one because the kids needed mine. My mum does that to me all the time. She'll go, hey, do you want a whatever? Because I brought a new one and I don't need this one. Then it just disappears from her house and it's not noticed. Kira, sorry. I'm sorry. Look, I wasn't concentrating on that. I didn't, like, I wasn't selling that or anything. I'm just showing you how to do something. It's alright. I was watching a video this morning on parking when you're doing cross stitching, and she's got this cool frame thing for a cross stitch. I'm like, oh, I think I want one of them. Like, damn it, here I go again. I did 4 of these for, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Alright, let's cut them in half first. You did too. That was last Christmas, Linda. When we did the cards, the Christmas cards, the table cards. That was fun. Oh, I could do some embossing in this too. That would look cool. I don't have silver though. I've only got gold. Dang it. I'm just going to cut these, and I'm going to cut them so they're right way up too. Ah! See? Trimmer's blunt. It was almost like it was being used already, but anyway. So my picture's the right way up, and I'm just going to trim it. I'm just going to lift that a little bit first, I think. Put it in. Probably should keep them in their pairs too. Otherwise I'm going to have a head of a deer on one and a thumb of a deer on another. It's all good. Yes, I'm cutting the deer in half. Here's why. We can do this. I think I might only use 3 of them. It's shiny paper. Shiny. Cute. And go that way. And I've got one more to go here, I think. That looks good. Wait, let's do that one. That one was crinkled. Ugh, I got sticky all over my fingers. This is just normal wrapping paper, nothing special. Just make sure I'm putting it on the right side here. Really great. Oh, Linda, wouldn't you just need one of the embossing markers? The pens? You can do it on laser ink embossing. And it works on laser ink, and it works on... you can get pens that... I've got one actually. Ugh. Let me line this up. I'm having trouble here. I'm having a moment of, I have no idea why it's not going on properly. But it'll do. Oh, it's a bit split there, but it doesn't matter. It wasn't cut correctly straight either. Let's do this one. It was the one that, I got sticky stuff all over me today. Need some baby wipes. This one I think I won't do quite as far away from the line. I think because it's thinner paper, it's a little bit more unpredictable. It's so pretty though. Trying. Oh, you're poop poop. We'll say poop poop. There we go. There we go. There's our little album. Nice and sparkly. Oh no, I mean the metal, the plastic embossing where you melt it. You know, with the, you write and then you sprinkle the powder on and then you melt the powder and it makes pretty words. All right, now we fold. Okay, so let's look at this again. We'll start on the left side. No, not that kind of embossing. I know what you're talking about, but not that kind of embossing. I can do one later on. I'll get out the thing. Anyhow, let's grab each corner. Okay, we're going to actually push. We'll grab this top corner first. We're going to push that inwards. So we want this bend to actually fold backwards. Okay, so we're going to pull that in towards the middle. Okay, and then we're going to push that out to the edge, just like that. Okay, so pulling up, we're just going to bend that, and we're going to pull this up to the middle, like that, and we're going to bend this part here back. So we've got this corner here now coming into the middle as well. Okay, let's do the same on this one. So I'm just going to push this back. I'm going to bring it up into the middle. I'm going to pull this section here, so this triangle, and push it back there. And then that middle bit there will come into the middle. There we go. So do it again. So coming from here, pushing those together so it bends backwards. We're going to fold that into the middle, and then we're going to grab this corner just here, the one in the middle, and we're going to push it back towards that edge. And then we're folding this corner here down into the middle. And because we've already done that side, it's automatically doing it. And do the same on this side. So we're going to push that bit forward. We're going to bring it down into the middle. I'm going to grab the middle corner here. Middle corner. We're going to push it down like that. So this bit will stick like that. And then this corner is going to go in that direction towards the middle. Okay, so we're going to do that on this side as well, so pushing that in. Grabbing that and putting it into the middle, then grabbing this corner here and pulling it back to this edge. And then we've got that corner again, and we're coming down. Do we get the folding okay? So these two sections here fold in. Okay, now we've got the top bit, but the top bit doesn't come inwards, the top bit goes backwards. Okay, so we want to make sure we're pushing that backwards. I'm just going to turn it so we can see it a little bit better there. I'm just pushing this up, creating let's change that. This bit we want to push back, that's my fault. I was having a moment of, So let's turn it over, that might help us see it better. Grabbing this corner. Okay, so we've got our square, our corner here. We're going to bend this back into here. And then we're going to grab the middle bit here again and push it back. It's exactly the same fold. It's just we're going backwards this time. Okay, so we did that bit, I turned it over, I pulled that up to the edge, and then I grabbed the middle and folded that down. We did that before, and then that top bit goes down into the bottom. Do we see how that worked? I'm not sure if everyone got that, but so we've got this concertina kind of thing going on here. That's the back of it, and then the front of it looks like that. You need to fold it a few times for it to do it. I'm actually going to just use my bone folder and just go and flatten those so they are a little bit more permanent and nice and firm folds. That one's still not folding very well. Just going to fold those there from the middle up there. Hopefully that helps to fold them down a little bit. Let's see if that worked better. Oh, there we go. No, that one still doesn't want to go inwards, but there we go. It's getting there. Alright, we're done there. So we need a front cover and a back cover. Let's put that aside. I'm just going to put it under something heavy to hold it down. It's actually only a couple of folds. It's just rewatch it in slow motion. Some tape on my cardboard. And I place it in the middle of my paper as much as I can anyway. And do the corners first, just folding them neatly. I need a drink again. So who's going to go and make one? Make sure you show me. I want to see it. Just going to use my board to help me fold it nice and neatly. Nice. Just gonna use my the easiest way to get a nice neat fold. I have some confetti somewhere. I just might grab some Christmas confetti. This is me improvising, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing. I just do it. I had some Christmas maybe not. When we did the Christmas cards, I had a packet of like little pieces of foil confetti, which was like Christmas trees and stars and things like that. I have no idea where they've gone. Apologize. Just thought I'd have a look, see if I could find some. Because what you could do is you can put some on there and then lay this down on top of it, and then you can have the little shaker one. Help if I knew where they were. Let's do it. I'll just lay this down. Yeah. Just coming in a little bit from the edge. I don't want to go too close because you're going to be able to see that once we stick our book on there. So when we put it on, we're still going to be able to see those very edges. So we don't want to put our sticky too close to that. So we'll come down a little bit further. Fold the top in. Just going to pull it fairly taut. If you got a bit of confetti in there, you could probably leave it a little bit looser so that they shake around. I'd really like to find some, but it's a time. You could put glitter if you wanted. Yeah, glitter would work too. I was thinking confetti, but yeah, glitter could work. You're going to give me 2 secs and I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can, I think I know where some is, so just bear with me. Hi, I'm back. Puffed. Really puffed. I couldn't find any, but I found a card making kit. This is the kind of thing I was thinking. These little metal... I have a whole heap of them and I have no idea where they are. I've got like Christmas trees and... yeah, where are they? Who knows? Got little diamantes and beads. Well, you could put little beads in if you wanted. Something like that is what I was thinking. Anyhow, I'm sorry I couldn't find the ones that I was working with earlier. I have no idea where they've disappeared to. I had a whole heap of them from when we did all those cards last time. Oh, who knows? They could be anywhere. But this is the embossing stuff I was talking about. You put perhaps not. Yeah, I'm not very organized, am I? Not to worry. So you can write on it with an emboss it pen, or you can stamp on it with some stamps. So I have a whole thing of stamps, like clear stamps. So yeah, you can do something like that. You stamp it and then you put the embossing powder on it. Yeah, last year we did it with, that's right. Hi Renee. Helen's got it. She remembers. Last Christmas we did them. Melissa and I did Christmas cards with it. Anyhow, you can put some of that in there before closing it up. Anyway, let's do the corners next. Just bending them up and down. That one didn't work. Why didn't that work? Because the tape didn't go on it. That one didn't want to stick today. Okay, and then placing some of this down. Down. This bit doesn't want to stick down. That was the same corner that's played up before. Anyway. It didn't want to work properly at all, but remember most of this is going to be covered up when we add our cover on anyway. I might make that back cover, it's got a mark on there. Just folding the corners in. Make them nice and neat first. You talking about food? Don't talk about food. It's nearly lunchtime here. Next Monday we'll be doing Ruth's, the last session on Ruth's image. So next week will be the last Monday before the new year. Holy moly. And on Friday we'll be doing session 3 of Ruth's image. I can't believe it's so close to Christmas already. We have Christmas next week. This weekend coming with Cam's family, so I'll be off and about pretty much now until then. Ow. Just got stuck to my... Just doing the top and the bottom first. It's okay. I get it, Linda. It's just the way things are. Trust me, I understand. Let's just push those corners down. So just kind of separate them a little bit and just push it down so it's nice and neat on the corner. Put a little bit of glue under the corner there and on that edge. It didn't want to go down properly, did it? Oh no. Gee, that glue tape didn't last very long. That's ridiculous. Excuse me. I'll put an express at one here. Let's use that one. Got to express it. It says extra long, so this should last longer, maybe. I hope. Goodness me. Didn't even do two books. It's just wrong. It's a brand new one. Alright, let's try that one again. We have our front and back covers. I don't know why that one's not sticking properly. Obviously the tape was running out sooner than I thought. Anyhow, let's add this one. Is this the back one? This is the back cover. We better do it up that way. Let's put some tape on. So this is my open bit. So this side here, I'm going to stick it there. So that will fold out from there. So I'm going to glue that. No, I'm not. We're going to tape that, aren't we? Back cover. My bad. back cover. We need double-sided tape this time. Having a moment. Placing some roughly in the middle. What do we say we needed? Roughly 80 centimeters. I'm just going to measure it out this time. Just folded it down the middle. I'm going to place it on there. That. Sorry, Ev. I already had heaps, so I didn't have to buy anything for this. I have like a massive great big bag still full of scrapbook paper. It's unbelievable, actually. And we've used it for like normal kids projects, cards, tags, you name it. I've got just tons of it. Starting to run out of the better colors now. Taping around so that there's a gap between the edge and the tape though, because we're going to be placing the book on it. We'll be able to see those edges. That's actually slightly wonky. That'll do. Peel it. Peel it. Okay. Again, I've got the back of the book, so we folded it all up. This is the back. I'm just going to place that on here, like that. I'm just going to try to make sure that's fairly centered. Looks pretty good to me, and then I'm just going to push it down nice and firmly, just opening the book up and push that back cover down nice and firm. Okay, so that's the back. This time I'm going to put tape on this one because we don't have to tape the actual ribbon down. It doesn't really matter too much this side. So tape from here. Bit long. Hi Ashley. I saw your Christmas picture today. Very nice. I try, even though I don't really particularly like Christmas. I used to love it, but it's not one of my most favorite holidays as it used to be. But I try. Every year I try to make it better. Every year. But you know, I don't know. It's very hard. Look at this tape stuck to me. This is the Express It one. It's extremely sticky. Try and keep the back and the front cover straight. Okay. Just going to line it up as best I can again. And then just push it down. I'm not very good at bows. I never have been. I use the fork trick to make mini bows. There you go. Our little Christmas brag book is done. So open it up. And pull it open. And presto! Got your little photo album, little brag book that's pretty to look at. It's compact, it protects your photos. It's cute. Very cute. So we did 2 today. One from scratch and one already set up for you, but yeah. So I've got like 3 of them sitting here I could give as Christmas presents to someone if I wanted to put some photos in a vase. If I had a Christmas one, I could do Christmas photos in there. I have these ones just sitting around on my sideboard thing to show people if they want to see them. They can open them up, see the kids. Very cute. But I hope you enjoyed that one. I will see you on Thursday for patrons. We'll be doing the rest of this beautiful image on Thursday for patrons, and then on Friday we're going to do some more of our Santa. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone. Thank you. Thanks so much everyone. Big thank you to Tara Lynn for super chat today. And a big thank you to my lovely channel members. You're all awesome. Bye.